Death, the one certainty in life and yet the greatest mystery of all. What happens after we leave this world? Do we fade into nothingness, or is there something more? For centuries, people have asked these questions, and some of the most profound answers lie hidden in the pages of ancient and modern texts. In this video, we'll explore 4 mysterious books that offer unique insights into death: the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the philosophies of ancient Greece, and modern perspectives from Elisabeth Kübler-Ross. Each of these works opens a window into how different cultures and thinkers have understood death, and perhaps even life after it. Let's begin this journey into the unknown. The first book on our journey is the Tibetan Book of the Dead, or Bardo Thodol. This ancient Buddhist text serves as a guide for the soul during the transitional state between death and rebirth, known as the Bardo. According to Tibetan Buddhism, death is not the end, but a process. The soul, upon leaving the body, encounters vivid visions, divine beings, and frightening illusions. The key, the text says, is to recognize these as projections of one's own mind. One powerful line from the text reads, "Do not be afraid. Recognize them as your own projections." This teaches that the ultimate liberation comes from self-awareness and overcoming fear. Imagine a monk in deep meditation, preparing not just for life, but for death. This book is a reminder that the journey after death is as important as the life we lead. Next, we travel to ancient Egypt and uncover the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Unlike the Tibetan text, this book was a practical manual, a guide for navigating the afterlife, known as the Duat, and securing eternal life. The Egyptians believed that after death, the soul faced a series of trials, culminating in the weighing of the heart ceremony. The heart was weighed against a feather, representing truth and justice. If the heart was lighter, the soul would enter paradise. If not, it would be devoured by a fearsome deity. One of the most fascinating aspects of this book is its detailed instructions for ensuring a successful journey. For example, the soul was advised to speak certain spells to overcome obstacles and appease gods. This text shows us how deeply the Egyptians valued moral integrity and preparation for the afterlife. Visualize the intricate hieroglyphs on ancient papyrus scrolls, guiding the soul through a mysterious world beyond death. From the sands of Egypt, we move to the philosophies of ancient Greece, where death was viewed as a philosophical puzzle rather than a spiritual journey. Thinkers like Socrates and Plato believed that death was not an end, but a transition to a purer realm. Socrates, as he faced his own death, said, "To fear death is nothing other than to think oneself wise when one is not." He argued that death was either a dreamless sleep or a chance to meet the great minds of the past, both of which were blessings. Plato, on the other hand, spoke of the soul as immortal, imprisoned in the body until death set it free. He likened the body to a cage and the soul to a bird waiting to fly. Greek philosophy challenges us to see death not as a curse, but as a release, a transition to something greater. Finally, we arrive in modern times with Elisabeth Kübler-Ross and her groundbreaking book, On Death and Dying. While the previous text focused on what happens after death, Kübler-Ross turned her attention to the process of facing it. She introduced the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. These stages not only help individuals understand their emotions, but also provide a framework for coping with the inevitability of death. One of her most profound quotes is, "People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out. But when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is light from within." Kübler-Ross reminds us that death is not just a moment, but a process, one that teaches us about life itself. Across cultures and centuries, these books have offered wisdom about death. Whether it's the Tibetan journey through the Bardo, the Egyptian trials of the Duat, the Greek view of the soul, or the psychological insights of Kübler-Ross, each perspective adds to our understanding of this great mystery. Perhaps the real question isn't what happens after we die, but how these teachings can help us live better lives. Are we ready to face the unknown with courage, integrity, and self-awareness? So what do you believe? Is death the end or a new beginning? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this journey as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into life's greatest mysteries.